Like that.
201, like your sophomore year in college, baby. We are back.
Damn.
JB and Benny Blue Review is here for your listening and viewing pleasure. Live streaming. We're back at the new time, JB. Shout out to Daylight Savings Time. 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Man, make sure to follow us at JB and Benny Blue for all your social media needs. Of course, if you're tapping at any point, drop in a comment or question. We've got a couple of messages on the Savage Hotline. We may be able to get to those. A couple extra shout outs that people are showing us love for last episode, which is the big 200. God damn it. And in case you missed that, you can run that back on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to or get your podcast. Like, share, subscribe. You know the whole goddamn deal. Dr. Bridges, we had a bye week like NFL teams do. How did you spend your bye week, good sir? Tell the people.
Watching football, god damn it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, like, just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't do much, man. That seems to be the theme of my life at 41 years old. I don't do much. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the great Beanie Siegel. I don't do much. You know what I'm saying?
Summer Jam reference.
Right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Good song, man. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't do much, man. You know, of course, watching football on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bird Gang. You know, send the BG. 9-2, the only team in the NFL that's 9-2.
That's correct. We're going to get to them in just a moment.
2 losses. Yes, we will.
Yes.
But other than that, man, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Normal shit, normal day. You know how we do.
Beautiful. Well, I enjoyed some foosball as well, and we, of course, the time-honored tradition. My Kitties are for some reason on national television again on Thanksgiving, but we are going to get into all of that coming up here in Week 12.
Tradition, baby. Tradition.
Picks. Michigan, Ohio State, that's coming up. We'll talk about that at the very end as well. In the meantime, for all you shoppers out there, JB, we finally confirmed this. Black Friday, head over to jbandbangblureview.com or, and I'm going to say this cautiously, or our Instagram, because now, after a lot of fucking work and trying to figure this shit out, I believe now we'll be able to finally sell our merch via our Instagram. So if you see that, we'll be putting that up. And again, use the code Kyler for 50% off the Super Kyler shirt or hoodie. And the same thing goes for the Bird Gang, the BG all day. Use Bird Gang, code Bird Gang for 50% off and free shipping. Shout out to our friends at trendscollab.com, and that's going to be at jbandbangblureview.com. Or, again, you're going to see this on our Instagram as well. So look out. They're 9-2. You got to get your merch for the playoff push, baby.
Chad, Trends Collab, my folks. I need a Bird Gang all day hoodie. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I need it made ASAP though, because
place your order, baby. Got to hit them up.
We got alumni game coming up, and of course, you know what I'm saying, when I'm at the game, I want to rep that. I need that. I need that Bird Gang all day sweater. You know what I'm saying? I need that guy to have it. Plus, I know if I put that thing on Twitter, it's gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We'll hit
the
up
Bird
Chad.
Gang, the Bird Gang gonna go nuts. You know what I'm saying? What up, Chad? I just looked at Instagram. I know him and the family out right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sis, the babies. You know what I'm saying? The nephews. I know they out hanging. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna shoot them a text though. But I need to get that. I need that Bird Gang all day, baby. Because man,
that's gonna go crazy, especially if you're in the stadium with that thing. That's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah, because the Bird Gang is real. The real Bird Gang at that.
Right, exactly. Speaking of our family, the real Bird Gang, shout out to our friends over at casualsports.com, KSRN Arizona, live streaming out of Phoenix. And of course, we're part of the Believe Podcast Network. A lot of good shows. I got a lot of good content over there. A lot of folks that that you've probably watched play at some point in your life have a podcast over there. And we're privileged to be a part of that network as well. Shout out to, speaking of our casual sports family, JB, we got to shout out our brother, Earl Casual E. Burnett. He lost his mother unexpectedly just recently, I believe about a week or two ago. And so we want to make sure that we shared the information here. So if you go to the GoFundMe, I know it's a long link. If you type in his beloved mother's name, Mary Burnett, this is organized by Earl and their entire family. This is to help cover funeral expenses. Obviously, this is something that just happened, again, I believe about a week or so ago. And I know the feeling of, having lost my mom this year, I know what that means to have to organize that stuff and pay for all this stuff. So just want to put it up on the screen here real quick. So again, they're trying to hit their $12,000 goal. I've shot some dough. Of course, shout out to our guy, Ed. I think most of the KSRM family is obviously supported. I know JB is going to support. So if you could, for the reviewers out there, that we're a part of the KSRN family, please show our guy Earl in his time of need, support, his family, and peace and blessings to the entire Burnett family. And again, make sure that you support the GoFundMe. Check out the link in the description there, or again, just go to GoFundMe and search it. It'll pop. It's the first thing that pops right up. And please show some love, because funerals are tough, not only from a emotional and family standpoint, but from a cost standpoint. So please make sure to go support that for our guy and our brother. So we appreciate that. And of course, sponsorship, questions, hate mail, get it at jbandbangblureview@gmail.com and show some love to our sponsor, SavageCBD.com. Use the code REVIEW for 15% off and free shipping. Coming up, we're going to get into some review reaction news. We're going to talk about the Crawford Porter championship fight. Of course, break down the recent verdicts. We got to go in on that a little bit. USFL is back this spring, so we're going to talk about that. And Week 11 recap, because we are off. And Week 12 Savage picks and more. And at any point, again, if you're tapping in on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, please drop a comment and we will answer your question. We'll shout you out, whatever we got to do. But of course, JB, we got to cut a promo on this guy. Oh my God, Stephen A. Smith. But before you even go there, JB, let me play what Stephen A. was talking about, because he was trying to go toe to toe with JJ Redick, who played in the league for 15 years. Had a lot of playoff battles and actually played against LeBron James, because Stephen A. was basically trying to say that people don't fear LeBron like they do Michael Jordan, or whatever bullshit he was saying. So here's what he's talking about.
I don't hear it, man.
Come on, Stephen A.
I don't hear it, Benny. I don't know if anybody else can hear it. I don't hear it.
Well, regardless, I'll take it off the screen for now. But basically, the point was he was basically trying to say that
Oh, I saw it in real life.
Oh, Will, you already know, bro. Will, we're gonna play your voicemail. So I appreciate you tapping in.
Well put, Will. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, Will. I'm about to go in on this motherfucker.
Please go in. The floor is yours.
Just a second. Now listen. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Lou Alcindor, right?
AKA
AKA Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whooped the stilt, right? Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, right? Reggie Miller, right? I don't care what nobody say, these names struck fear in their defender, in their opposing teams, right?
Correct.
The bad boys in Detroit. Come on, man. They ain't want no parts of that boy. The short, light, soft-spoken Isaiah Thomas. They ain't want no parts of him. He was one of the meanest motherfuckers on the basketball court, right? And that man who wears number 6 now for the LA Lakers is named LeBron James, who does the exact same thing. He strikes fear in his opponents. I don't care what nobody wants to say. This is the too proud era. I'm too tough. Everybody's a fake tough guy. Mm-hmm. So for Stephen A. Smith to say LeBron James never struck fear in his opponents, that's bullshit. You knew in the East, you knew who you was going to play. If you was on the West, you knew exactly who you was going to play, right? That's why the triumph was that much sweeter when they beat him, right? Because the man's nickname is King James. And he showed and proved 4 championships with 3 different teams, right? He done showed and proved MVPs, multiple MVPs, right? He done showed and proved. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, and when J.J. Redick said what he said, this was the most beautiful thing. And I love when people call Stephen A. Smith out on his bullshit. And they say things like this to him because this shit is beautiful to me, right? He said from having basically real life experience and listening to you talk, J.J. Redick looked Stephen A. Smith in the eye and said, it seems to me, or it feels like to me, that you don't even believe what the fuck you saying. Right?
Which, JB, how many times have we said that in the history of the show that these cats go in these production meetings and they're like, you take this side and I'll take this side. It's like, you don't even believe what you're saying. And Stephen A. is what I call eloquent stupid, where he's no dummy. He knows exactly what he's doing. He has a vast vocabulary vernacular. Right. He puts all these words together, but then when you actually get to the substance of what he's saying, it's garbage. There's nothing there. There's no meat on the bone. And
there's
JJ took you probably remember this. It was in the playoffs, and he talked about it on his podcast. Shout out to JJ Redick.
Yeah, he took a charge.
He took a charge on LeBron's spin, and he had 13 or like 11 or 13 stitches, something like that.
No, this motherfucker is a tank with a basketball in his hand that has skill. Zion is a big, strong basketball player. LeBron James is a big-ass basketball player that has skill, speed. We will probably never see another talent like LeBron James in the NBA. It is what it is, right? 6'8". At one point, the man was 260 pounds, bro. Right?
Miami days, yeah.
Now in his elder days, now he's leaned out to about probably about 240, and that's smart, right? I did the same thing when I played NFL football. I made sure I stayed around 317 because that's where I felt comfortable. I knew I could move. I knew I was strong enough. I had the cardinal knowledge enough to beat my opponents. I was cool. But still, the strength, the athleticism, the power, the explosion is all still there. Stephen A. Smith, take a big slice of shut the fuck up on Thanksgiving Day. I'm talking about the biggest slice that you can get. Ooh. Cut it out to shut the fuck up pie, and you eat that motherfucker. And while you eating it, I want you to hear these words. Don't be dumb. Shout out to JJ Redick, man. I fuck with you heavy, man. I like that, man. Real shit, man.
Yeah, he's gonna take a bite of fucking some "Don't Be Dumb" casserole. God damn,
right? You know what I'm saying?
And Stephen A. has the goal to argue with cats who had good, like most of the cats on ESPN, let's keep it real. A lot of them like played like 3 years in the league and they're out of there. JJ Redick played 15 years. He wasn't a scrub. He wasn't like a perennial all-star, but JJ Redick was like a 6-man dude.
No, JJ Redick had it. JJ Redick has as solid as a basketball career or professional sport career as anybody in the world.
Correct.
Right. So I mean, it's just it's like the equivalent of and then it's even higher than the equivalent of being a backup quarterback, right? Because he's actually been in battles. The man started for most teams that he played for, right, and did the 6-man thing. So, hey, his credibility super high, right? Super
exactly.
High.
Well, don't be dumb, Stephen A. All right, keeping it moving here to some review reaction news. All right, Dr. Bridges.
Can I say something before we start that?
Yes, absolutely.
And shout out to Shaq for saying what I've been thinking the whole time about this whole situation with LeBron James and what's the kid's name? Isaiah
Stewart from the Pistons.
Isaiah Stewart, right, from the Pistons. Shout out to Shaq for saying what the fuck is real. This kid got close to LeBron James about 4 times and didn't throw one fucking punch. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He was face to face with LeBron for about 15 seconds and trying to get mad. It's the same equivalent as Eddie Murphy in Harlem Nights. Hold me back, sugar. Hold me back, sugar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Yes.
Come on, bro. You breaking through motherfuckers and all, making a big ass scene. You ain't threw one fucking punch, man.
Yeah, and Isaiah Stewart, although you play for my team, let's be clear, you're one of them type of cats that if they think you're a liability, you're about to be playing for the fucking Kuwait Koala Bears. Shout out to my girl Cornelia Stradwick. So you're gonna be playing in China if you keep fucking around like that.
So there's another don't be dumb to this young man. Now I'm sure he was upset, but if you're gonna throw them things. All right?
Exactly.
Don't be selling whoop tickets, making a scene. You got suspended 2 games because you escalated a situation. You ain't punched nobody.
Correct.
You got suspended 2 games because you escalated a situation. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'd have dusted LeBron furniture. You know what I'm saying? You put your fucking hands on me, boy. Shit. I hit the late, great Will Smith, you know what I'm saying, that played for the Saints. Rest in peace to my bro. I popped his ass in the mouth 3 times because I thought he hit me. Boy, you done lost your goddamn mind. Because I thought he put his hands on me. So I gave him an ill 3-piece. Bip, bip, bip. Fuck out of here. You run up on this man and cussing and fussing, throwing your teammates out the way and your coaches. Boy, sit your fucking
ass. Oh, my God. Shout out to Russell Westbrook for squaring up like the fucking Notre Dame Fighting Irish mascot. What the hell was that? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Speaking of dusting them up. All right. You know it's deeper than rap, a.k.a. deeper than sports around here. Let's get out the way. Old little crying bitch Rittenhouse got acquitted, but them 3 some of them bitches got found guilty on basically every damn near charge. They're doing life. Dr. Bridges, your overall thoughts on both of these juxtapositions of justice, if you will, scales of justice.
We knew Kyle Rittenhouse wasn't going to jail because of where he was in Kenosha, and the judge is looking fucking in cookbook recipes on the stand. Right. He literally dug in a fucking thing to pull out jurors' names. Right?
The fix was in on that one.
The fix was completely in.
Yep.
There was no shape, form, or fashion that he was going to go to jail. To be completely honest with you, and I say this, and I don't really care who gives a fuck what they feel about it. I hope the kid gets fucking killed. I really do. I hope he fucking dies a slow, stinking ass death in front of his racist ass, punk ass mama. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Because you took justice in your own hands, right? And let's not forget,
didn't need to be there.
He had no reason to be there. He crossed state lines. His mama drove him over there. And let's not forget that there was a group of vigilantes that was waiting at the wings, right?
Yeah.
Nobody want to talk about that shit. He just happened to be the one pulling the trigger. The rest of them were just kind of sitting back like, oh, wow, look at him go, right? Like, yeah. And the cops were shaking their fucking hand. This is the world we live in, man. This is America, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Donald Glover. Mm-hmm. Now, as far as them 3 guys in Ahmaud Arbery's case, great job, Georgia. Great job.
That was the one they really couldn't fuck. It was
all I could say was y'all just saved y'all state, because my people was gonna burn that motherfucker down, right? Mm-hmm. Straight up, right? Straight up.
That so hell to pay.
So it's just, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is America, and we never gonna change it. To be completely honest, right? But that's why I started, and Benny, what I'm saying, like me and Benny talked about it, but I came up with this whole "we need us" thing, right? Because
correct.
I know for a fact that I need my people, but I also need the man to my right, left, whatever you want to call it on the screen. This dude right here, I need the people that love me, which represent all different colors, right? We need us, meaning that we need the good people to overshadow the bad people to try to change this thing. We can't do it by ourselves. But with black people, and I'm going to continue to say this shit, we got to start with us, right? We got to start internally because we can't be out this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to continue to say it. We can't be out here motherfucking letting Pojo and Nuck shoot each other in the hood and be like, oh, that's just hood shit. That's just gang shit. Gang, nigga. No. We gotta have some say about that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is great. Shout out to again, Georgia for getting it right. And shame on you, what is it, Milwaukee? Wisconsin, wherever the fuck that kid was at.
Basically, yeah. Basically right between Milwaukee and Chicago.
For continuing to fuck shit up. So, and I promise you, I guarantee if I see this kid, I'll slap the fuck out of him. Literally, I might beat the shit out of him. I mean, I'll go to jail for it. Fuck it.
Well,
I'll be the one. I'll beat the life out of him.
You know he's going to be doing NRA tours, but consider yourself lucky, kid. You better lay low for the rest of your life. Basically, you might want to go in a voluntary witness protection program.
And so is this another thing, Benny? How do you just go back to school after that?
Right. What I miss, guys? Taking a little sack lunch.
How do you go back to school? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just
me
thinking a little too deep, I guess.
Well, I was glad that they got it right in the Ahmaud Arbery case. Peace and blessings to his family, and peace and blessings to Young Dolph's family. Man, JB was just talking about it. We need to value Black life more in this country. That man pulled up to get some cookies, and some goofy ass motherfuckers came up and killed him at a cookie shop. And I get it. There's a lot of beef in that Memphis scene, but that it's damn near 2022. All that shit's got to be over. We got to be past. We got to be past all that.
But that's the poison that's been embedded in genes. I tell people all the time, the genes run strong, right? It's been embedded in our system since slavery. You know what I'm saying? To be against each other, right? And it's a war that's going to continue to go on, right? So one thing Boosie said, and shout out to Boosie, and I appreciate Boosie for saying this, is that you got to get out of where you from, right? Mm-hmm. You can't. Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even cats, like in cities like Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, don't live in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They live outside of Atlanta. You know what I mean? Right? Well, you can't just be accessible to people like that, right? And even if you in the hood, if you want to show love and be back in the hood, man, you gotta have them boys with you, right? I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like it seemed to be a sign of weakness, but at the same time, to me, it's a sign of strength as well, because I know that my life is, and I hate to say it, more valuable than this motherfucker who's out here putting his life on the line every day, right? I'm a higher cause in the hood. I'm the person that the people look up to. I'm the one that people want to see. I'm the one that inspires, right? So I got to have people around me that don't value their life as much. It's fucked up as it sounds. Or flat out, I just need bodyguards, right? I need people watching when I go in the cookie store to get some fucking cookies for my family. The man left behind 2 kids, Benny, and I don't think neither one of them was older than 10 years old.
No, neither one, yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man.
That negative energy, man. We got to change. We got to be better. That's why.
It's disgusting, man.
Yep.
It's disgusting, man. It really is, man.
But we keep the movement moving with We Need Us. We're going to talk about that. Now, taking it back to sports here, review reaction news. WBO welterweight champion Terrence Crawford, the undefeated, retained his title by defeating Sean Porter at TKO in the 10th round. Sean Porter's dad stopped the fight, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I did not see this fight, JB.
I'll watch it twice.
What did you see, sir, from this contest?
I saw a tough Sean Porter, who that's what he is, right? He's a tough motherfucker. He gonna try to fight to the body. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to get in there and get scrappy. But I saw Bud Crawford do the same thing that I saw Bud Crawford do every fucking fight. He dissects you for 5 rounds, right? He understands, physically puts you through a beating while he figures out what you will and won't do. He figures out what you can and can't do. He figures out what you like to do, what you kind of like to do, the things that you shy away from. And at that point, he promptly whoops your motherfucking ass. Shit. Hey, Sean Merriman, sorry. Right? Sean, sorry. You was pulling for Porter. Why? Because you a hater. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the boxing world and boxing enthusiasts don't like Bud Crawford. He is everything that boxing needs to be.
Yes.
Errol Spence, you don't want no smoke, partner. No.
And that's a credit you got to give to Porter, right? Because Porter now has fought Terrence.
I respect Porter to the fucking fullest, right? Like I just said in the beginning, a tough motherfucker, right? Mm-hmm. He gonna fight, he gonna scrap, he don't give a fuck.
He fights the top guys.
Right, he gonna prepare for the fight. He gonna go in, game plan, might not fare the way he want to, is what it is, man. Mm-hmm. You win some, you lose some, right? But the elites separate themselves. And that's what Bud does. So I don't understand why the boxing world don't fuck with Bud like that. And I ain't talking about the boxing world, not so much the boxing world, but like people who quote unquote call themselves boxing fans, right?
Right.
That quote unquote call themselves boxing enthusiasts. Like everybody loves Flash and yada yada. Man, Bud is a fucking dog. You understand me? Like he's a fucking dog. He's a boxer. Sorry. He's a fighter that knows how to box very well.
Correct. That's excellent assessment.
And that's the most dangerous motherfucker with gloves on, with them goddamn ounces on you can fucking face, right? Mm-hmm. A fighter who has a spirit and a heart to fight you, but knows how to box. That's woo.
Man, woo. And I'll tell you what. You talked about Errol Spence. I pray to God that we can finally, the promoters can get past all their bullshit, which Dr. Bridges, is easier said than done. I pray that in 2022 we can finally get goddamn Crawford versus Spence. Otherwise, Terrence is gonna have to get in there with fucking Jake Paul or some shit, because that's the only thing left for him to do is fight one of them cats or move up. But Errol, you recovered from your accident. You got a couple dubs under your belt. Enough of this shit. Take it to Jerry World 2022, fucking Cinco de Mayo or some shit. Let's go. Y'all got to fight. You're the only two left. Ain't fighting Pacquiao.
If you the guy, prove you the guy.
You got to prove it.
And that's what I love about Bud Crawford, because he going, hey, you want to fight? You want to fight? Like my nephew used to say, you want to fight? Yeah. Yeah. Bud want to fight.
Oh, man. Well, look, speaking of 2022, we've covered a lot of spring football on the history of this program. AAF, the return of the XFL, and now the USFL. That's right. You're not seeing things. The USFL is back, and they're coming back with 8 teams, which is nuts. They're coming up with 8 teams, including a team. Thank God we have a different professional team in the state of Michigan. They're coming back with the Michigan Panthers, New Jersey Generals, a lot of the same teams from back in the 80s. I think Trump fucking owned the New Jersey Generals, if I'm not mistaken. Good God almighty. Philadelphia Stars, Pittsburgh Maulers, that's in the north. In the south, I got the Birmingham Stallions, the Houston Gamblers. That's where Jim Kelly played before he ultimately went to Buffalo, for the folks who don't remember. The New Orleans Breakers and the Tampa Bay Bandits. And they are going to start playing in April of 2022, games on Saturdays and Sundays during a 10-game season. JB, we've had a lot of talk about what spring football has done right and done wrong, but what do you make of this, and what are your expectations for the USFL in year one?
Again, we talked about it with the AFL last year, right? Mm-hmm. Or 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah, the AAF, the Alliance.
The AAF, the Alliance. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to rival the motherfucking elephant. Don't do it. Mm-hmm. Be the little brother to the elephant, right?
Yes.
Because when you work in cahoots with the NFL, everything works out fine. So
yes, we
need another supplemental league like NFL Europe, which I love, by the way.
Correct.
Right?
You're on record.
NFL Europe, we need another supplemental league. So right now, if the USFL can be that supplemental league, great. Great. We need that, right? Because there is talent that needs to be seen, that needs to be transferred to the big leagues, because we got a lot of motherfuckers in the big leagues slacking. And we need cats in the big leagues that ain't fucking cutting it to take their ass to the USFL in the spring and develop their skills and then come back and prove they can do it in the big leagues.
Correct.
It's great. It's great. But it needs to be here and here. Not trying to be here with it. No, you're never gonna. This shit here is
goddamn shield.
Mm-hmm. It ain't. That shield is untouchable, right? Mm-hmm. It's untouchable.
Shit.
There's
More
nothing
ways than one.
There's nothing right. There's nothing you can do.
They will bury everybody to protect the shield. Trust and believe. JB
right.
knows firsthand.
Right. Hey, they shield is more important to them than motherfucking Jeezy and USDA. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real rap. But if the USFL can come in and make it a great supplemental league, put a great product out, have good football, and so the thing about it is that it's not, we don't need to be unreal football, right? Because the AAFL, they were trying to do some weird shit, right?
Yeah, and the AAF, like, their product wasn't very good. Then the XFL, their product got better, but they weren't well run. It was just
and the XFL, that was weird too. Just make it football. You need to have the same rules. You need to have the same. Everything needs to be the same.
They're going to have NFL rules. Yep.
Good. Be the little brother to the NFL, and everything will be fine. You try to do your own shit, and we've seen it twice. The AAFL and the fucking XFL, you won't make it. Trust me.
Exactly. And as the article indicates, it's the third attempt at spring football in 4 years, which is kind of crazy to think about. And they already have the broadcast partner in Fox Sports. So they got support, but they definitely need to manage their expectations. And I think if they formed a real true partnership with the NFL, not rival the NFL like JB's talking about, a lot of these practice squad guys and guys who typically aren't getting played, that would actually be better for them, because the USFL really needs to serve as what the G League serves to the NBA. You need a developmental place for these guys to get real playing time. But that's squad shit.
But that's what NFL Europe was, right?
Correct.
Practice squad cats, first-year cats that wasn't playing, second-year cats, hell, some third-year cats that was like on the bubble, all went to NFL Europe, right? Yep. And they had a great product. NFL Europe was
raises the talent level overall.
Yeah, hell yeah. NFL Europe was really good football, right? Because you had those kids that were right there on the bubble, right?
Yep.
So now USFL just continue to literally follow in the shadow of the NFL. You're gonna be okay. I'm looking forward to it, Benny.
Yeah, me too. Because I mean, you see what happens, particularly with like glamour skill positions that typically aren't going to get a lot of run, a la quarterback. You saw what happened with PJ Walker. Now he's with Carolina. You need some of these cats, these quarterback cats who are going in the third, fourth, fifth round. Never going to touch being a starter in the NFL if they just go straight into the league. But
hell, I might. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, I was going to say, I'm already putting in your bid. Come on, Michigan Panthers. Michigan Panthers.
I might fuck around and go be O-line coach, you know what I'm saying? For these motherfuckers. Shit.
Michigan Panthers, DM us, please. I'm begging you.
I get out there and wild out. Shit. I get out there and I can lead them to victory, Benny.
I know you can. Michigan Panthers, please. There's no team in Arizona, so he's a free agent. Please. DM us. It'll be worth it. I'll be his agent. I'll negotiate the contract.
There you go.
Just give me 5%. Just
that's okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. All
that's
right,
a friendly five. That's a friendly five.
That's a friendly five. It's a triple F. Finder's fee 5. Pow.
There you go.
All right. That's some review reaction news. So drop in a comment again. We see you tap in. And again, I know Mitch. I know it was. And The Rock. By the way, Mitch, The Rock bought the XFL, so hopefully he gets it right if they do bring it back.
Mitch, then where the fuck are you?
Parts on. No, we're gonna play your voicemail, Mitch. Don't worry about it. So follow us at JB and Benny Blue for all your social media needs. Again, Black Friday shoppers, the Bird Gang especially, tap in on our website. You're gonna see it on Instagram, so you can just click right there. Make it easy as 1, 2, 3 to get you some motherfucking merch, baby. You see JB pointing. You know what I'm saying? All that. Pow. All right. As you know, reviewers, we're keeping up. We were off last week, so now we got to get into some motherfucking Week 11 recap. Pow! So, starting off with the BG. Cardinals lost. Oh, it was a house divided as two former employers. The Panthers came in and they got it done with Cam. I'm back at home. But then they beat the Seahawks in Seattle. JB, they still have the best record in the league, but it's interesting because the BG are 6-0 on the road, but 3-2 at home. What's going on with your boys these last couple weeks? What's happening?
It's weird to look at, and I was at the Carolina game, so the whole time I was there. Shout out to Sean. What up, though? Shout out to Anthony Clement. You know what I'm saying? My big brother, Spokane, Washington.
Then Oregon. All right. You're up there.
Okay.
Pacific
okay,
Northwest.
Mitch. If you say so, Mitch. All right. So shout out to Anthony Clement, my big brother. You know what I'm saying? And I was just telling him the whole time, like, yo, I feel like I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone right now. But he told me, and this is real life, right? He was like, every team is allowed to have that what the fuck game every year, right? And this is their what the fuck game, right?
Far shot.
Real rap. That was their what the fuck game. So they were all jacked up. Cam was back. And I just think that, honestly, you know how I tell it like it is, I just think that we didn't put together a game plan that was suitable to be successful to win versus the Panthers, right? And then they came out and just flat out beat our ass, right? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I'm saying, like Diamond on the Players Club, you know what I'm saying? The fucking to Trixie. Not Trixie, but what's her name? The big fine yellow bitch, right? Ronnie. I'm about to whoop your motherfucking ass. And that's what they did to us. So we took that L. But see, here's the thing about taking losses. It's a long season. Second of all, you don't learn from wins, man. Yeah, it was, Cheeks. It was. You don't learn from wins. You don't. It ain't been a team in the world that's ever learned from a win, right? So we had some soul searching to do at the end of that game because this was our situation. We knew that we were banged up, fucked up. It's what it is. Mm-hmm. All right, so now let's go back to the drawing board and figure out a suitable game plan for the opponent that we have coming up next. That was Seattle. Let's figure out what they can and can't do. Let's figure out how to
They can't do much nowadays.
Let's figure out how to stop them first. And then second of all, let's figure out how to exploit their weaknesses or how to take advantage of their strengths, which we did a lot of, to be honest, if you watch their linebackers.
Yes.
Right? And then we're going to put together a game plan to win. Shout out to Colt McCoy for playing well, right? 2 out of 3 games, you win solid. It. 2 out of 3, you win. And that's all you can ask for in the backup, Benny.
2 you get a backup quarterback.
You get a backup quarterback, you need to say, can this motherfucker win me? If we gonna be without our quarterback for 5 games, can he win me 3? Yep, cool. Well, let's take this cat. So shout out to my boys. A well-deserved bye week because we banged up and we
gotta get right.
Yeah, we minute banged up. We not fucked up. We banged up, right? Right. So that 14 days or so, it's gonna be big. Hey, message to my guys. I know we got a lot of young guys on the team. Don't go to fucking Cancun and be on a boat. All right? We got a football season to continue to play. All right? We got 6 more games left. Yep. Right? Don't be dumb.
Simmons looking at you.
Isaiah Simmons.
Stay home.
Shit, I know DeAndre Hopkins, we cool because he can't go nowhere because he hurt. So he gonna be getting treatment. So he good, right? Because Hopper get a little crazy, right? Yeah. But other than that, man.
Were you in? So were you last week? Obviously, you were with our guy. Shout out to our guy Rico. Were you in the building? Were you at State Farm for Panthers Cardinals? Correct.
Yeah,
you were in there. Be honest. End of the game. Did you slide a Panthers pullover over that BG hoodie and walk over the other side? Be like, Coach Rule, Jeremy Bridges. How you doing?
End of the game. End of the game. End of the game. Benny, end of the game. You know where I was at? Benny, end of the game, you know where I was at? Do you know where I was at? You've been to my house before. You know where I'm at? You know where I was at? I was right here in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, you just flew the coop. Okay.
I left at halftime. Shit, what the fuck I want to watch this shit for? Shit.
You could be the assistant to the assistant O-line coach in Carolina right now had you had stayed. You hear that, Matt Rule?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because we can't get close to the players, so that's bullshit.
You could have yelled something. Come on, man. It was a golden opportunity, baby. It's whatever. He's loyal. Listen, BG, what I'm trying to say is he's probably loyal to your asses to a fault. So show the man some goddamn love. Come on now. Kime, we know you. Sean, tell him. Kime watches this shit.
I know he does.
Look at a scout right there. He's a goddamn scout. All right.
Come on, man.
Well, shit. Maybe these guys will show you love. The Patriots whooped the Falcons 25-0 in Atlanta. They've won 5 straight. JB, 2001. Here we come. Rookie quarterback. Strong defense.
If you watch our podcast, you will get some game.
Talk about
right?
This.
Shout out to Kevin Hates Hip Hop, our guy Kevin. I'm dropping game right now, and I do this shit all the time. If you watch this podcast, what did I say, Benny? I said towards the middle of the season, New England is going to be a snowball rolling downhill. And right now, New England is a snowball rolling downhill, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, hey, they're a snowball rolling downhill. Bill Belichick, the GOAT. The GOAT. Best fucking NFL coach ever. All right. Got the young bull. All right. And shout out to the offense. What's the other office coordinator's name?
Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels. Shout out to him. And again, I said the reason why he was going to be the most successful one out of his class is because they're never going to put him in position to be fucked up. Right?
That's correct.
They are going to make sure that the offense is suitable for his skill set, which a lot of fucking coaches don't do for rookie quarterbacks. The Jets didn't do it, right? That kid going to be a backup the rest of his life. He'll never be a starter, right? Yeah, he'll never be a starter, right? The Jets didn't do it, right? So who else? Who else we got? The Fields, right? Matt Nagy's an idiot.
Oh, we'll talk about him in a second.
Come on, man. He ain't doing it, right? Putting that kid in danger at all times. So here's what it is. Shout out to the Patriots, Bill Belichick. Check your son in rehab. That motherfucker is on something, right? I swear to God, he be, man, all that gum licking and eye bucking in the mouth.
That's that Tony Montana,
That's that motherfucking white girl.
Trevor Lawrence.
I ain't talking about Britney Spears.
We'll see, Mitch. Trevor Lawrence. We will see how it shakes out in Jacksonville. All right. Speaking of Matt Nagy, how are you going to get fired on your day off? Matt Nagy, he's reported to be fired before he actually got fired, and then the ownership tried to tell the team that we actually haven't fired yet. So at this point, does his ass need to go? And if so, who do they need to bring in? What do the Bears need to do at this point?
Hold on. So he got fired, but he didn't really get fired?
No, so the report was they leaked it. They said they've already made the decision to fire him. They just haven't done it yet. And then the owner tried to be all PC, like, no, we haven't fired him. But it's a bad report saying they've already let his ass go. They're going to give him a piece of turkey and gravy and tell him to get the fuck out of here on the Greyhound. But it looks like Matt Nagy's days are numbered either way you slice it. Although the Bears are never known to fire a coach in season. So do you think he's got to go? And if so, what do they got to do? Who can they reel in? For young Justin Fields, by the way.
Well, Benny, I've been calling for Matt Nagy's head for the last year now, all right? Because I think Matt Nagy is a problem. I don't think Mitchell Trubisky is that bad of a quarterback because he didn't play that bad in North Carolina. And that was in college. I get it. But at the same time, he just didn't. His skill set transfers well to the NFL, right? He can get out of trouble when he needs to, and he's got a big arm. So I just think Matt Nagy is the issue. Now, that's not to say that Matt Nagy can't go somewhere and be a good offensive coordinator. He's not a very good head coach, right? But going forward, I mean, Benny, there's so many people out there. Like, this is one of the hardest questions in the world to answer when it comes to, like, who's going to be the next man head coach-wise, right? Because you can bring a person up from college, but how's that? I mean, is that really going to work? Right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't see that. I see them making a run at Bieniemy.
You know, I mean, you know what? Yeah, that would be great. But at the same time, like, I mean, the only time will tell, right? Mm-hmm. Only time will tell. There are a couple really good offensive coordinators in the NFL that could be head coaches, right? You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, like the guy in Dallas, he's primed for a head coach position, right?
Yeah,
Now,
Kellen Moore might get some offers.
Bieniemy should have been a head coach 3 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's what it is. Like it's about, and I say this all the time. It's about my guy. Who's my guy, right? Who's my guy? He know his uncle, his cousin, and his uncle and his grandfather both coaches so and so. Now so and so coaching such and such. You know what? We're gonna make him our head coach, right? That's what the league is about, right? So it is what it is. I mean, I don't know who the fuck gonna be there for him, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna need somebody. It don't matter who they hire. If they don't nurture his skill set and develop an offense that is gonna be favorable to his skill set, he's gonna fail, right? It don't matter who the fuck they can bring in fucking Chewbacca. You know what I'm saying? It don't fucking matter, right? If he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, yeah, what it is.
Mitch, oddly enough, that's an interesting theory because Harbaugh did play for Chicago. I don't know if the timing would be right just yet, but
man,
I could definitely see
Harbaugh need to go coach fucking junior high football for real.
Just go straight back to basics. Yeah,
he need to go to high school and just like be like a glory guy in fucking Michigan, coach of high school football or some shit, like a private school with all the money. I don't understand what the fuck y'all got going on, Benny. Like really, I don't.
Well, we'll talk about that. We're gonna get to that.
All right, well let's move it on. Let's move it along then. Shit, let's get it. Shit.
And finally, JB, is an interesting thing happening in the NFC. You got the Vikings, Eagles, Niners, and Washington football team have all won 2 straight. The Saints are currently in that 7th seed. Remember, 7 teams each conference for the playoffs, and Carolina is right there at 5 and 6. So, of this list, which 2 do you think ultimately get in, and which 2 are the first 2 out, in your opinion?
I've told the Eagles don't.
You've been on the Eagles train.
I told them don't sell that house. I said on the Burning Bridges podcast all the time, don't sell that goddamn house.
They're in the mix now.
Jalen Hurts is y'all's fucking guy. 49ers ass, they out, right? The Vikings, no, right? So if I had to say to the Eagles and the Vikings, the Saints, I think they're done. Right, I really think they are. They just paid Taysom Hill some more money,
like $90 million. Crazy.
What the fuck kind of shit is that? Again, my guy, right? That's your man's guy. That's your man. So yeah, I got my money on the Eagles out of that group. The Vikings, okay, close second, whatever. But I got my money on the Eagles.
Okay, so you got Eagles. So you got. Give me one more. You got the Eagles and who else?
The Vikings.
Who are the 2? Vikings and Eagles. Okay.
Vikings and Eagles, yeah. I think the Vikings going to be okay. I don't know what the fuck Zimmer be doing during the game, but whoever the fuck the offensive coordinator is for the Vikings, like tell Kirk Cousins to stop throwing the ball down the field in clutch situations, right? Mm-hmm. He threw an interception that wasn't an interception when he didn't have to throw the ball that far. Number 19 was sitting 12 yards from him. He could have got the ball to him, and they'd have kept the offense pushing. Like, come on, man. Defense plays lights out. Right? Special teams solid. Offense is always a question mark because Kirk Cousins is going to do some dumb shit. You got one of the best running backs in the league. Decent offensive line. Great receiving core. You got 2 top. Look, if you got 2 top receivers and a good tight end, you straight. Right?
Exactly.
And they got that.
Yep. I actually think it's going to be the Washington football team and Carolina getting in for the 6 and 7 spot. But we'll see. Eagles are going to shot.
Only time will tell.
All right, so that's some Week 11 recap. But before we get into some Week 12 Savage picks, we got to see what we did. Yeah, I mean, Cousins, Tannehill, the Spider-Man meme.
Mitch, why the fuck y'all cut goddamn AP, man? What the fuck? Y'all need another running back. Like, I mean, y'all got that much confidence in those running backs you got? Like, come on, man.
So that was Week 11, and we got to see how we did after 10 weeks. Because remember, we did not pick for a Week 11. And with a drum roll, please, JB is at 91, 57, and 1. But yours truly taking back some games, 94, 54, and 1. The one, may you ask? Well, the Kitties and the fucking Steelers tied, for God's sake. Of course, leave it to Detroit. If we're not going to lose, we're going to tie. They got to fucking tie. against the Steelers and all that. So that was week 10. We're not even going to recap all that. We're going to get into some week 12 Savage picks right now. Starting, with some turducken. It's the Chicago Bears with their coach is in the tunnel. Doesn't even know if he's going to be fired yet against my Kitties. And the line is 3.5 for Chicago and 3.5 against the Bears or against Detroit.
Khalil Mack on IR.
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago in fucking disarray. The Lions get their first win. God damn it, on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, speaking into existence. Oh my God! All right, so Kitties. I don't know if it's Tim Boyle playing or Jared Goff. I don't really care. I actually hope it's fucking Boyle. But yeah, I mean they're in disarray in the locker room. They've lost faith in that. They've lost faith in Nagy. That's the one thing about the Kitties. God bless them. They still are ready to bite kneecaps for Dan Campbell. Mm-hmm. It's going to be of a game, but the Kitties find a way to put up just a couple more points. That line is tricky. I wouldn't trust that line, but shout out to the Kitties. Hopefully getting their first win and not embarrassing us once again on Thanksgiving Day. All right. It's the it. The Raiders. The Raiders 6.5 at the ding. I mean, the Cowgirls. How about the Cowgirls? I'm in them Cowboys. The rolling Cowboys, and the line is 6.5 in favor of the Cowboys at home. Second game of the day.
Well. Couple things got to go right for the Cowboys, but they won't.
Ooh.
The Raiders get the fucking win on motherfucking Thanksgiving Day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is the demise of the Cowboys. We're about to watch it. It's about to happen right now. Here we go.
See, I want it to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm taking the Cowboys at home. Some good action between Dak and CeeDee Lamb. Solid running game and doing just enough on defense.
CeeDee Lamb is out, bro. He's not playing.
Oh, he's not playing. Ooh, okay.
CeeDee Lamb is hurt, bro.
I'm still taking the Cowboys. Fuck it. I'm still taking the Cowboys at home. All right. Final Thanksgiving Day game. It's the Bills Mafia at New Orleans. I know, right? The Bills have been kind of jank. 4.5 for the Bills on the road in the big gumbo bowl, baby.
I mean, in New Orleans, I gotta pick the Saints in New Orleans, man. Like, I just said, like, I mean, yeah, this is one that I don't know. There's something wrong with the Bills, man. And New Orleans defense just plays better at home. So yeah, I gotta pick New Orleans, man.
I agree. I think there's something wrong, but I feel like they need one to get back on track, and I think they're going to do enough on defense to screw with one Trevor Siemian. And don't try that fucking Taysom Hill jank shit because that's going to get shut down. So I'm taking the Bills on the road. All right, the pirate ship is rolling into Chad Carr's Colts, and the line is 2.5 for the Bucks against the Colts, who are hot. I believe they've won 3 in a row. The Colts have.
Well, that's about to come to an end. I just think Tampa Bay's run game is a little too strong for them, and I think the D-line is going to be a little bit too much for the offensive line. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Bucks on this one.
I'm taking the Bucks as well. I'm expecting the Colts to put up a worthy fight, but I'm taking the Bucks as well. All right, it's the BUMS Bums. Oops, I mean the JETS Jets going down to H-Town. What to do? And the line is 2.5 for the Texans at home with Tyrod back. Pow.
I got the Texans. What you mean? Shit, let me tell you one thing about the H. You know what I'm saying? They live to never coexist with the fake. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Slim Thug. So, I gotta take the H for a couple other reasons. You know what I mean?
I'm taking the Texans as well. Definitely not watching that game, but I'm taking the Texans as well. All right.
Not watching it.
The EAGLES Eagles, JB's drafting team. Shout out to Chip and Johnny U going against the G men and turn over Danny Dimes, and the line is 3.5 for the Eagles on the road.
EAGLES Eagles. Yes, sir. Better believe it.
Eagles as well. I think the G-men are going to clean some stuff up. Barkley's going to get some decent yardage, but not enough to stop the Eagles. All right, it's a keep pounding Panthers. They're heading into the Bermuda Triangle to face the Dolphins. The line is 1.5 for the Cam Newton. That's right, Cam Newton-led Panthers on the road.
I can dig that. Yeah, the Panthers get back on track. Yeah, I think they, things just kind of went weird for them with the Washington football team last week, but I think they get back on track. Yeah.
I agree. Taking the Panthers as well to go up to 6-6. All right, it's a tighten up Titans. Mitch's tighten up Titans going in to New England against the Pats, and the line is 5.5 for the red hot Pats in Foxborough, sir.
In Foxborough, yeah, the Pats gonna get it. Sorry, I mean, it is what it is. It ain't nothing to talk about.
I agree, Mitch. I'm sorry there's going to be a Titans bounce back, but it's not going to happen this week. Old Billy Belichick is going to throw some stuff to force them to put the game in Tannehill's hands, and it's not going to be good.
Plus, that Belichick's, his heir apparents don't do very well against him anyway. So
correct. Vrabel is going to get a little outsmarted. Steve's going to be behind the fucking Gatorade doing a little snort of Adderall, whatever he does to lick his lips, because if he's whatever he's doing, it's working because they won 5 in a row. All right. AFC North, that's the Steelers going against the Bengals in Cincinnati, and the line is 3.5 for the Bengals coming off the bye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you motherfucking right. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bengals, bro.
I'm taking the Bengals as well. I don't care if Big Ben is back in the lineup. I'm not trusting them enough to produce enough to stick with the Bengals. Bengals coming off the bye, I'm taking them as well. All right, after getting embarrassed, it's the Dirty Bird Falcons going into Jacksonville, and the line is 1.5. Oh, making that argument. Vrabel 2-0. We're still taking the Pats, Mitch.
So we taking the Patriots. You know what I'm
saying? Falcons at Jags. Who you got?
Falcons.
Yep. Falcons normally going to Falcon, but they just got embarrassed, so expect them to come back and play a strong sound game against a lesser opponent. I'm taking the Falcons on the road as well. All right, it's the Barstow, Vegas, fucking San Antonio, San Diego, Mexico City Chargers. Wait a minute. Where's the damn game? There it is. Bam. There it is. Going to Mile High, and the line is 2.5 for the Chargers, who got a much-needed win on the road.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Broncos on this one, man.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I still don't trust the Chargers. I just don't. I don't trust them.
I think the Chargers are going to start getting a little hot. It started last week, and it's going to continue this week. I think the Broncos season is pretty much over, so I'm taking the Chargers here as well. All right, this is a team that's been smelling their own piss, to coin a phrase by Dr. Bridges. And the Rams are going into COVID toe Lambeau. Boom, 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 boom. Go, Pack, go. And the line is 1.5 for the Packers at home.
The Rams will not beat the Packers. All right, so I'm going to go with the Pack.
I think the Rams need this one. So I'm taking...
They can need... Like, people in hell need ice water, but it don't mean they go get it. You think 12... Hey, look, I'm telling you. Look, it's... People done figured them out, bro.
He's got the COVID toe.
Here's the thing. They done figured them out. You take number 10 out of their offense, and they are mediocre as fuck. So everybody got that game plan now. So OBJ, all they're going to do with OBJ is start throw over the top. He going to throw 2 interceptions. It's a wrap, bro. So.
Well, I'm taking that risk. I'm taking the Rams on the road. All right. It's the Vikings going against the Niners.
It's gonna be a good game.
And both these teams need the W. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Vikings. Right?
Ooh, okay.
I just believe that. I think that San Francisco gonna try to come out and run that Deebo Samuel's bullshit, and the Vikings gonna shut that shit the fuck down. And they're going to be down by fucking 20 points before they know it. So, yeah, I think that the Vikings going to fuck around and get the win in Santa Clara. All right?
Yeah. I agree. I'm taking the Vikings as well, based on the fact that I think they're going to be more stout on defense, and I think Jimmy G is going to make some mistakes, or somebody is going to cough it up for the Niners. Somebody's going to give it away.
Somebody going to fuck it up. Ayuk going to fuck it up.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm taking the Vikings as well. All right, Sunday Night Football, big AFC North matchup. It's the Browns going to court the Raven. Nevermore. And the line is 3.5 for the Ravens at home. I think we're going to have Lamar back, correct?
Benny, can I ask you a question? I was about to say, is Lamar going to be back? That's all I want to know, right? Because if Lamar going to be back, then yeah, we're going to take the Ravens. Because he touching down to cause hell, in the words of Lil Boosie. Is what it is.
Oh, man.
Whoa, the thought process. My thought process.
See, Baker's fucked up, and I wish they would just sit him and let Case Keenum play. Man. I'm taking the Ravens. I'm going to take the Ravens. Yeah, but the Browns really should let Case Keenum play in this game. So I'm taking the Ravens as well. All right, finally, it's the Squawks traveling cross country to face the Washington football team, and the line is half a point for the Washington football team at home. What the hell?
So this is Washington versus Washington, in a sense. Yeah, Washington football team, man. I just don't. I have no faith in Seattle. I just think they just done data. You know what I'm saying? It's the done data. It's a rap city in the basement for them. It is what it is. Washington football team gonna catch a little fire. Yeah, Washington football team.
I'm taking them as well. I'm expecting to see a primetime game from our guy, friend of the show, Taylor Heineke, to go off.
Heineke!
And, get it done. And bye week is the Chiefs, and of course the BG are off this week, and that is it. We'll see who's right, who's wrong, who is both right, who is both wrong. Before we get out of here, before we get into some We Need Us, Blues got time. All right, reviewers, it's that time. It's the last Saturday of the season. The game is back. You know that every year it's always resulted in some disappointment from your boy. I don't care about the chatter. I hope Taylor Lewan kept his fucking mouth shut. None of that shit matters. Keys to the game to this one. Michigan has 2 first-round level pass rushers, and Ohio State has proven that when you make C.J. Stroud uncomfortable, that's when they make mistakes. This team is not invincible. They lost to Oregon in the horseshoe. So if you make these guys uncomfortable, and, of course, cover them goddamn crossing routes. Those are the main keys on defense. On offense, establish a run game, and do not get cute with this whole, let's put J.J. McCarthy in, let's take Cade out. Harbaugh, JB was just telling your ass that you need to be coaching junior high football a second ago. So if you want to keep your job, do not get cute with this whole quarterback in and out at the wrong time. Manage the clock. Manage the turnovers, and this is an either-way game. But you got to play your best ball and do not get cute. You have different fronts on defense that you had in different years, because now we have Mike McDonald from the Ravens. It's not that Don Brown, we're only going to give you one look, and if we can't stop it, then we can't do anything bullshit. This team can adapt. They have first-round talent on defense. God damn it, you have to make this kid uncomfortable to stop the big play, and it's a winnable game. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Definitely going to be tuned into that on Saturday. And that's it. We Need Us. Thanksgiving edition. Dr. Bridges, what do you have for the people out there before we get on up out of here?
I mean, I spoke earlier about the fact that color don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's good versus evil at this point. All right. I mean, I agree, you know what I'm saying? And I must continue to say this, that as Black people, we need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the great Ice Cube. And DOS effects. But that's just that, right? Thanksgiving is not a holiday. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. All right? If you look at the origin of Thanksgiving, you'll realize it's not. But anytime you can get together and be with your family, it's a great time, all right? Mm-hmm. Point blank period, don't matter what it's for. Birthdays, holidays, bar mitzvahs, it don't matter. It don't matter, right? It don't matter. Appreciate your family, love your family.
Yes,
all right? And we need us. That's family. And family ain't got to be from the same color or bloodline. Understand that. Mm-hmm. All right? This is the JB and Benny Blue Review. Follow us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media platforms. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe, share, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. All of our podcasts, former and present podcasts, are all there. Like, subscribe, 5-star reviews. We need those, okay?
Yes.
Got to have those. You got hate mail. You know what I'm saying? and all the other stuff that Benny be asking for. So get at us at JB and Benny Brew Review at gmail.com. You got ideas for the show, man? You know, some things you want us to talk about. Yeah,
yes,
shoot
absolutely.
it to us right there as well. Shout out to SavageCBD.com, you know what I'm saying? One of our goddamn loyal sponsors, you know what I'm saying? Go to SavageCBD.com, use code word review in all caps and get 50% off your order plus free shipping. Yeah, Black Friday's coming up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Our brother Earl, you know what I'm saying? Earl Burnett donated, you know what I'm saying, to his mom. Just passed unexpectedly, you know what I'm saying? Go to the website below. I'm not even going to say that.
Yes, please.
Go to the GoFundMe, donate, show love, man. Take care of the family, especially in the Valley right now. I'm talking to the Valley. Black Friday. Yeah, we are selling our merchandise. We are selling our merchandise on our website, allegedly, right now.
Yes.
What's there? Use code word.
It will be on our IG,
gang. Okay, good. That's what I want to see. Yeah. So use code word Kyler or Bird Gang, 50% off. Super Kyler Murray and all Bird Gang all day. You know what I'm saying? Apparel. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. At JB and BennyBrewReview.com. We got y'all. Shout out to Trends Collab.
Beautiful.
This is episode 201. All right.
201, and we just begun, baby.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of you people out there.
We love you, reviewers.
Again, it's not a holiday, but it's a great time to be with your folks. Enjoy it. Show love, accept love, give love, and that's that. All right, we love y'all. Till next week. Enjoy some football this weekend.
That's right.
We'll holler at y'all next time, man.
We out. We love your viewers. Peace.